You bought a blender 3 years ago. It worked beautifully, smoothie soups, one ambitious attempt at homemade almond butter. And then, one morning, it made a noise like a tractor falling down the stairs and stopped. So what happens now? Can you demand that the manufacturer repairs it? Must the repair be free? Can the web shop simply offer you a discount on a new blender and quietly escort your old one towards electronic retirement? And what are these new durability labels that will soon appear on some online product pages? The EU's new repair rules are arriving in stages during 2026. They are supposed to make repairing products easier and help us identify goods designed to last longer. But before you celebrate by carrying every broken appliance you have owned since 2007 into the nearest electronics shop, there are a few important limitations. Because the EU has created a right to repair, it has not created a right to resurrect absolutely everything. Welcome or welcome back to WebshopSavvy, where we help EU consumers shop smarter, understand their rights, and occasionally refuse to accept that the 3-year-old appliances died of natural causes. Before we discuss the new rules, we need to separate 3 things that are often mixed together: your legal guarantee, a commercial guarantee, and the new right to repair. When you buy a product from a professional seller in the EU, you normally receive a legal guarantee of at least 2 years. If the product is defective or does not work as promised during that period, the seller, not necessarily the manufacturer, is responsible for putting things right. You can generally ask for a repair or replacement free of charge. However, the seller may refuse your chosen solution if it is impossible or disproportionately expensive compared with the alternative. For example, if one small replaceable component has failed, demanding an entirely new washing machine may not be the most proportionate response. If repair or replacement is impossible, not completed properly, or takes too long, you may then be entitled to a price reduction or refund. So the existing legal guarantee already gives you repair rights. The important word here is legal. The seller does not generously award it because you smiled at the customer service. It exists because the law says so. The EU Right to Repair Directive has applied through national rules since 31st July 2026. It introduces changes both inside and outside the legal guarantee period. Let's begin inside the guarantee. If you choose repair instead of replacement, the legal guarantee period must be extended by at least another 12 months. This is meant to remove one reason consumers may prefer replacement: the fear that the repaired product will fail again just after the original guarantee expires. Imagine your 18-month-old washing machine stops working. The defect is covered by the legal guarantee and you choose repair. Once repaired, your protection is extended by at least another year under the new rules. That gives repair a practical advantage instead of making it feel like a replacement's slightly less attractive cousin. But this extension applies to sales contracts concluded after 31st July 2026. It does not travel backwards through time and upgrade everything you bought before that date. EU law is powerful, but it has not yet mastered time travel. This is where a new right to repair becomes especially interesting and where the headlines can become misleading. For certain product categories, manufacturer must offer repair even after the legal guarantee has expired. However, this does not mean that every product must be repaired forever and for free. The obligation currently covers products for which EU rules already set specific repairability requirements. These include several household and electronic products, such as washing machines, dishwashers, refrigerators, vacuum cleaners, certain electronic displays, smartphones, tablets, and tumble dryers. The list can expand when the EU introduces repairability requirements for additional products. The manufacturer must repair a covered product within a reasonable time and for a reasonable price. The repair may also be free, but the new rule does not generally require that. So after the legal guarantee expires, you gain access to repair, not an unlimited free repair subscription for the rest of the product's natural life. The manufacturer should not set the price so high that the repair becomes deliberately unattractive. Yes, we can replace the tiny component. It will cost approximately the GDP of Luxembourg. That would rather defeat the purpose. Manufacturers also cannot refuse repair simply because the product was previously repaired by an independent repairer or by you. Nor may they use contractual clauses, hardware or software techniques that unjustifiably block repair. And where spare parts are available, manufacturers should not refuse to sell them to independent repairers merely because those repairers are not part of the manufacturer's authorized network. That matters because a right to repair is not very useful if the only available spare part is locked in a secret warehouse guarded by 3 lawyers and a software password. Now we return to your injured blender. Can you demand repair under the new EU right? Probably not, at least not simply because it's a blender and it is 3 years old. A standard blender is not currently among the main product categories covered by the manufacturer's repair obligation. If your legal guarantee has expired and there is no longer commercial protection, EU law does not automatically force the manufacturer to repair it. You can still ask for a paid repair. National law, the manufacturer's own guarantee, or other contractual promises may also give you additional rights. But the new EU rule is not a universal repair right covering every consumer product. This is an important distinction because EU right to repair sounds wonderfully broad. The actual version is closer to EU right to request repair for certain products under certain conditions, subject to rules that are gradually expanding. Less catchy, but considerably more accurate. A second change arrives on 27 September 2026. From that date, shops, including online shops, must display a new EU notice reminding consumers about the legal guarantee of at least 2 years. This notice is general information about your existing legal rights. It is not a special promise that one particular product will last for 2 years. Alongside it, you may also see the new EU Garant durability label next to certain products. This label has a different meaning. A producer may use it when offering a free commercial guarantee of durability lasting more than 2 years and covering the entire product, not merely one component. For online sales, the label should appear prominently next to the picture of the product it covers. It should also show the number of years promised. So if you are comparing 2 coffee machines and one displays the EU Garant label with a 5-year guarantee, you immediately know that its producer is voluntarily promising more than the minimum legal protection. That could help you compare the real long-term value of products instead of comparing only price, color, and whether one machine describes itself as premium professional barista experience, which usually means it has 17 buttons and still expects you to clean it. Will every product receive a durability label? No. The label is connected to a voluntary commercial guarantee from the producer. Products without such a guarantee will not automatically receive a bad score or a label saying "good luck" after year 2. The producer chooses whether to offer a qualifying guarantee. But when it does and makes the information available to the retailer must display the label clearly. The guarantee must be free, last longer than 2 years, and cover the whole product. A 5-year promise covering only one decorative button would not qualify. Also, do not confuse this durability guarantee label with a repairability score. These systems are related, but they answer different questions. A repairability score asks how easy should this product be to repair. The Garant label says how long is the producer voluntarily guaranteeing the entire product. And the legal guarantee notice says what minimum rights you do already have under the law. 3 different messages because apparently consumer law has also discovered layering. So what should you do when the product breaks? Start by checking 4 things. First, find the purchase date. This tells you whether the legal guarantee may still apply. Second, Contact the seller if a product is defective during that period. Do not allow the webshop to automatically redirect you to the manufacturer as if it has suddenly forgotten who sold you the item. Third, if the guarantee has expired, check whether the product category is covered by the new manufacturer repair obligation. Ask for the repair price and expected completion time before agreeing. And fourth, look for any longer commercial guarantee offered when you bought the product. Save the product page, confirmation email, and the guarantee terms. Web pages can change. Screenshots are not glamorous, but neither is arguing with customer service using only your memories and a strong sense of injustice. The new rules will not make every repair free or every product immortal, but they should give consumers better access to repairs, longer protection when repair is chosen, and clearer information about which producers are genuinely willing to stand behind their products. And that is useful because built to last should ideally mean more than built to survive until 3 days after the guarantee expires. Have you ever been told that repairing a product would cost more than replacing it? Tell me in the comments what happened and whether you managed to get it repaired. And if you want more practical explanations of EU shopping rights without needing to read the entire directive before breakfast, subscribe to WebshopSavvy. Shop smart, know your rights, and I'll see you in the next video.